All right, so now we're just about done with our very basic project here, which is fantastic. We've learned a ton already, but there's a couple things we want to keep in mind here moving forward. And one of those things is when it comes to formatting. So we are using the VS Code auto formatter to auto format our code. But if somebody else comes, and I'm going to actually save without formatting, if somebody else comes to our code base, we're going to want to have them format it the exact same way that we format it. So what we can do is we can use the forge format command, which if we run it, you see favorite number actually went ahead and formatted. So I'm going to save without formatting again, run forge format, and it's going to auto format our code here. So this is a command that will automatically format all of our Solidity code. Awesome. And additionally, for every single repo you ever work with, you always want to make a readme.md file. So right click, new file, readme.md. I actually already made one over here. And this is where you're going to put information about your project. Here I put some notes about the private key usage, which I'm just going to delete for now. README files are generally where you put information about your project, instructions to work with it, places to contact you, really any information that another open source developer should know when they want to interact with your project, because we are going to push this up to GitHub as well. We're not going to push this up to our GitHub because it's kind of easy, but in the next project, we're actually going to push the code up to GitHub, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. README.mds are this markdown syntax. Remember how we were talking about answering questions or asking questions using markdown syntax? Well, this is going to be the exact same. If I do a hashtag or pound sign like this, and I say hello, and then some text down here, and if I hit save, what I can do is I can actually preview this markdown. So in my extensions over here, we're going to look for a markdown extension. I actually already have one, markdown all-in-one, or markdown preview, or whatever you want to install. And we can open up our command palette with Command-Shift-P or View Command Palette. We can do Markdown Preview, open preview like this. And we can see what this looks like as if it was on a GitHub repo. We can see hello is big. We can see our text down here is small. And if I were to do like some backticks like this, I can say like code here, save that. Look at our preview again. We can see this is formatted now as code. You can also do Command-Shift-V to automatically go to preview mode. Or it might be Control-Shift-V for Windows and Linux users. There's a lot of different ways to go preview your markdown. And remember, if formatting your README is difficult, usually AIs do a pretty good job at formatting your markdown for you if you just ask them politely.